Welcome to the Roll for Combat Actual Play podcast, where our intrepid adventurers are playing through the Pathfinder adventure, The Fall of Plaguestone. Join us every week as our daring adventurers face treacherous monsters and deadly obstacles on their quest to save a town from utter destruction. Lead on, listener. Your quest awaits.
Hey everyone, welcome to Rule for Combat, The Fall of Plaguestone. I'm your host and GM, Stephen Glicker, and this week, our crew continue their epic exploration of the keep and decide this time they're going to go through the living quarters. So this is one of those dungeons that's sort of non-linear, and just to give you an idea of what it looks like, there's a northern part where kind of all the monsters and bad guys and evil stuff is, and then the southern part, which is the living quarters. Now, I'm not giving any spoilers, but I guess I kind of am. But they're going to be going through the southern portion, which is the living quarters aspect. And one thing that I'm not used to, because I've been playing with the same group, the same guys who were doing Dead Sons with me, for so long, they're what I would probably call loot mongers. They love loot. They will pick a room clean, or as we like to call it, Greyhawk of the room. They will literally take the furniture out of the room and sell it if they could. They will take every single aspect of that dungeon and sell it for loot. This group, on the other hand, doesn't do that. Not only do they not do that, but this is one of those adventures where key aspects of the adventure and key plot points are in the actual loot itself. So these guys, they just seem to like run through the dungeon as fast as possible, finding things to kill, and then just want to get to the next room, which really leaves me in a pickle because I'm trying to give them an idea of like what's going on, which is difficult when you're not looting the rooms, and they're missing some really, really good stuff that will help them out in later fights that they're just blowing past. So I'm a little rusty on this. I'm not exactly used to dealing with a group that doesn't like loot. In fact, I'm not used to this in any of my campaigns, let alone this campaign. Even when I do like Pathfinder Society or Starfinder Society, people still want loot. But these guys, they're like, oh, there's this really cool room that's filled with lots of cool stuff. Okay, let's just keep going, ignore it. I'm like, what? Like, you don't want any of the cool loot that will help you out later? Don't you want to spend a little bit of time? But they really feel like they're on the clock and they just want to keep moving, and I have to commend them for that. But, you know, the adventure is written in a strange way. That's something else. The adventure is written in this way that, like, okay, you guys are on the clock and you need to really hurry up and find out what's going on. But here's all this loot that will take you hours to find and decipher what it is and figure out what you're doing with it. And that is a bit of a disconnect. I will blame that this adventure was written before 2nd edition even came out, so it's a little bumpy in parts. I'd probably say that's the roughest patch of this adventure. And on top of that, they don't have an alchemist. And that's another big issue I have with this adventure, is that if you were an alchemist, you would be loving this adventure to death. And almost all the loot at this point has all been alchemy loot. They really didn't spread the loot. I've seen this happen before where in adventure paths, sometimes they don't give loot for like thieves or monks or, you know, some of the other classes, but I've never seen it to this extent where all the loot is really for just one class. And if you don't have that class, then you're in trouble. Again, I don't think this was done on purpose, but it definitely is it's a bit of a theme here. Anyhow, I just wanted to give you some feedback on what I thought of this adventure to date. If you ever do run this yourself, I would strongly suggest changing the loot tables up a bit, especially if you don't have an alchemist. There's just so much alchemy in this adventure, it kind of gets ridiculous, especially in this part, that you really should just mix it up and throw in a few other things. Although, something I will note is that some of these potions and alchemical items they get are extremely powerful, and yeah, you might have to be trained in martial weapons to actually use them effectively. That doesn't mean you can't use them at all, and it's worth trying to throw something just to see what happens, because even splash damage can do some damage, so we'll find out more about that in the near future. Anyhow, back to some of the new shows. I did a little bit of math, and it seems like both the Dead Sons and the Plaguestone adventures are going to be ending around the end of March 2020. They might even end the same week, which is really strange coincidence, but it might happen. I still am figuring out the math. But we are going to be starting 2 new podcasts in the near future. As I said, Extinction Curse, which you can listen to now. You can listen to us recording it live. We do it about once a week, usually early in the week. And if you become a $10 Patreon, you can listen to us recording it right now. If you become a $5 Patreon, you guys will get the adventure 1 week ahead of time before it's released to the general public. In addition, we're doing another podcast. This one I still don't have a lot of information on, but I will say it is the same group as Dead Sons, more or less. And this is going to be doing something completely new. This new podcast is going to be doing something completely unique. I don't want to get into it too much, but it's going to be unlike anything that's out there currently. I don't think there's a single actual play that is going to do what we're going to be doing, both in content and in structure. And I think you're really going to like it because it's really going outside the box. And I know Paizo liked it so much that they're taking some of my ideas and they might be incorporating it into some of their products, or at least some of their structure of the products. Again, this is like preliminary. Don't hold me to any of this. We're still in initial discussions about this, but so far they really like what I've outlined, and we are discussing how that might be incorporated into some other Pathfinder and maybe even Starfinder products. But with that in mind, that podcast we are also recording this week, and I don't know if I'm going to let you listen to it live just yet because this is a special podcast and I haven't really given out too much information on it. So the first couple of episodes might be a little rough as we're still figuring it out, but that also should be weekly or so. That one might come out a little different schedule. Again, I'm fooling around with that. So once again, do check out our Patreon. You can just go to patreon.rollforcombat.com. If you want access to the episodes early as they're released, or even better yet, you can listen to us doing them live. Plus, there's other cool things going on at the Patreon at higher levels. I can run a game for you if you want. That's right, I can run a game with you and your friends. I can be the GM. You can get cool free t-shirts, and we're going to do unique t-shirts just for the Patreon users that you can't get anywhere else. And of course, we give out artwork every month, which is the high-res images, both from the podcast as well as supporting materials. And I think you're going to like all that. You can use it in your own games. Anyhow, let's get to this week's episode. Okay, you look around the guard tower. So this looks like the living quarters of that archer orc. As I said before, it has a couple of arrows and other things here. A couple of knickknacks like rope, candles, like little things. Nothing worth more than a couple coppers. Sleeping area, toiletry, little personal area. That's about it. You go to the tower, the top of the tower. Prue.
Yes, I'll climb the tower.
Lauren Sieg is playing Prue Frosthammer, the half-orc spirit barbarian.
You climb the tower. You just go up the ladder, and it is...
Yeah, I'm going to go up the ladder.
You go up the ladder, you pop open the hatch, and it is a covered rooftop. And sure enough, this thing is designed to kill everyone and everything. There's a bucket, and inside the bucket looks like a good 100 arrows, and lots of kill slots where you have an okay view of the palisade in front of you, but definitely you could see why it was sort of easy for you to come in, because it's so high that it's not the greatest view. Like it's better to kill in the courtyard than the palisade. It really was not designed for that, which is why it was a little easier for you to sneak in.
I'll call down the ladder that it's pretty defensible up here. This would be a good place to barricade.
All right, why don't we move up to the roof for now?
Jason McDonald is playing Brixley Silverthorn, the Gnome Champion Liberator.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Can all go to the roof. I don't know how Ember is going to climb a ladder since she's fire. How are you going to do that one?
Brixley can carry her.
Rob Tremarco is playing Cade Thistlerot, the Halfling Rogue Thief.
I don't think Brixley can carry her. That's pretty funny, though. It's like a cow. You know, cows can go upstairs, but they can't go downstairs. So it's like, okay, we got Ember up. Now what? Can't get her
Then
back
she stays
down.
in the room to warn us if anyone shows up.
I guess we'll leave her in the room downstairs.
I was thinking of like those circus shows where you see like the dogs climbing the ladders like with their little legs. It's going to be like her, like trying to climb up this wooden ladder, setting it on fire the whole way. It's like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah, having a cat on fire is a little bit of a liability.
Vanessa Hoskins is playing Celeste Carvassalon, the human angelic sorcerer.
Okay. Cat just sort of looks up at you with longing eyes, Brixley, like a dog, like, like whining.
Hey, I don't control gravity here.
She's still upset. She's looking at you with those big puppy dog eyes.
She loves you.
Aw.
Okay. I'll say 10 minutes go by. Cat's still alive. Very defendable position. Starting to get dark. What do you do?
I'll treat wounds on myself real quick.
All right. Here comes the one.
I believe it.
Come on, 1. 8 for 16. You do it. Give me the
Yeah.
roll. Wow. That's 15 out of 16. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Too bad you didn't do that on Cade. Yeah. And Brixley, you just automatically heal for 18.
Correct.
Okay, Cade, you're almost healed. Are you going to wait another 10 minutes?
I mean, probably.
I don't see any reason not to.
Okay. You wait 10 minutes. And everything seems to be okay. You don't hear anything going on yet. I guess you can do the heal again. All right, 20 minutes of going by. Cade is completely healed. Prue's completely healed. Brix is completely healed. Celeste is completely healed. And Ember is still upset at Brixley.
Okay, and we spent another
Alright.
30 minutes, right?
I think this was 20.
You sent
20.
20. If you want to spend another 10 so that you're all fresh up, you can if you wish.
It would give me my uses of guidance pack for myself and Prue.
And having that lay on hands was invaluable in the last fight. It's probably worth it.
Yep,
Yeah.
worth it.
Ooh. Okay, you wait around. It's getting dark, and Cade thinks he's hearing shuffling of some sort going on downstairs, somewhere off in the distance, echoing through
I hear shuffling.
the castle or the fort.
I hear the shuffles.
I'll go down and take a look.
But so far, so good. Ember just like putting her ears up. Nothing's happening so far. Like the doors aren't opening or anything.
I'll head down to the first landing.
Okay. Ember's there. She greets you. She starts trying to lick you, but that's going to start giving you fire damage. What do you do?
Whoa. I'm going to back off the kitty.
Kitty looks upset.
That's a good
I'll
cat.
come down as soon as I have my lay on hands again.
Wow. Okay. Cat's just sort of sitting there, sitting next to Prue, looking at you. She wants you to pet her.
That's nice.
We need like one of those back scratching sticks so that
Yeah.
you guys can pet her remotely without getting burned.
Made of steel
I mean, that would get really hot.
You could probably use your warhammer or
with a wood
warfile to
handle.
sort of like scratch her on
Mm.
the back of her ears gently.
Yeah, I don't want to risk it.
Wow. That's harsh.
We live in a harsh world.
Obviously. Okay. She's just sitting there looking at you with those puppy dog eyes waiting for you to pet her. And she just lies down and she's bored. 30 minutes go by. You don't hear the movement anymore. And everything seems to be good. And it is dark out. Which means it already is pitch black in here. But just to let you know, it's now going to be dark everywhere. Which means Celeste has been sitting there in the dark up in the tower since the light.
No, she come. Oh, I came down. I must not have hit the button to talk. But yeah, no, I've come down with everyone else.
All right. That's the one thing you got, Ember. You got a built-in light source.
That's true.
It's nice.
It's like a
My
nightlight
light
when
spell
you go to bed.
on. Yeah, my light spell on Prue's weapon will last all day too.
Oh, I know. I'm just thinking where she is. It matters a little. I mean, I'm usually not so much a stickler on light, but it's pitch black and you can't see, so I'm going to be a little. I'm going to pay attention to it. How about that?
This adventure is confusing me. Like, I don't understand how you would get through it without heal spamming in between every fight.
That's Pathfinder 2nd edition. I just think that's just the way it is. It's a little bit. I mean, it's okay. If you're going to go balance, you can either have 5-day adventuring. Sorry, 5-minute adventure days. Where, okay, I used up all my spells in 5 minutes. We fought someone. Let's go home and rest. or you do this, which is encounter, rest, encounter, rest, encounter, rest. I mean, this is kind of what you do in video games. I think it's the lesser of the two evils because at least you get to keep going. I mean, otherwise, what else would you do? I mean, if you run out of things without, and you know how much Paizo hates spell in a can. They hate healing wands more than poison. Boy, do they hate healing wands. They really hate them.
I wouldn't mind a healing wand about now.
I mean, 1 extra heal a day would be really nice, yeah.
I know. But think about it. They would just buy healing wands and then, okay, we just heal up, keep going. So they basically did what everyone was doing.
Yeah.
But they're just doing it over, okay, instead of you doing it in 1 minute, it just takes you an hour. So I think it's a good compromise.
Well, are we ready to go see what that noise was?
Yep.
All right, I'll head down the stairs.
You open the door. Pitch black. Once again, you see this reception hall. There's a carpet on the floor. There's double doors to the east. And on the curved wall, there's that painting of the nearby area.
Do we want to check the double doors for traps?
I think so.
Sure bet I do.
The door appears to be... Actually, I was wrong about this. The cave was completely pitch black, but inside this fortress, there are sputtering torches on the walls. These are not ever burning, just regular torches, so I apologize. The ceiling is about 8 to 9 feet high. This door appears to not be locked nor trapped.
It's not locked or trapped, crew.
All right. I'll step up to the door. I'll put my back up against the wall, and I'll push the door open with one arm.
They pull in.
Oh, well, then I'll pull the door open.
You pull the door open. Cade can see in, not you, since it goes towards you.
I look in.
The chamber appears to be a small study of some sort. To the north is a stairwell that ascends to double doors. To the south, a stone door set into the curved wall of the fortress's structure. Opposite of this entrance, 20 feet to the east, you see a bookshelf filled with books. Otherwise, this room appears to be empty.
All right, I'll step in.
You feel a faint breeze as you step in.
I attack
You
the
look
birds.
around. You attack you attack the darkness. I mean, you attack the wind. I mean, you attack the air. But nothing is there. I'm going to make you paranoid about the very air around you before I'm done with this campaign. Nothing happens. It's just the wind.
Well, it seems safe in here.
I'm looking around, looking for suspicious things like anything trapular.
Give me a little more specifics. There's stairs, there's doors to the north, there's doors to the south, there's a bookshelf. Give me a little more detail. Which one are you looking at?
First, I look at the doors and see if there are any peepholes, trap holes, arrow holes.
Okay, the door to the south is a door made of stone. It does not appear to be trapped nor locked. There's double doors to the north. Those doors also open into the chamber. The door to the south opens into the tower. Those do not appear to be trapped and also appear to be unlocked. And you look through the bookshelf. The bookshelf is packed with books about alchemical lore. It's quite extensive.
Is there one book that's just like a lot less dusty than the rest, and when you pull on it, it opens a secret room?
They all appear to have the same amount of dust, but you can start pulling on books if you wish.
This is going to turn into a Scooby-Doo adventure with Ember playing the part of Scooby.
It might.
That's cute. I am going to abstain from pulling on all of the books.
Okay. There appears to be about 30 bulk worth of books. It's quite large. And they're all on alchemical lore.
Is that like 300 books? Is that how that maths out?
Approximately.
That's a lot of books.
That's
All
a
right,
lot
are
of
we ready
books.
for the next room?
Sure. Do we want to go to north through the double doors or south through the stone door in the rounded wall?
I'm betting that the south door will eventually lead us out. So it might be good
South
to have...
seems more like it's the outer defenses Which
Yeah.
there might be something to said for clearing out what's behind us.
No, I agree with that. It gives us avenues of escape if we need it. All right, I'll go up to the south door, and I'll try that door.
The door is made of stone, opens into the room. Do you push it?
I don't like the way you asked that, but yes, I'll push it.
Does the one already checked?
Yeah, you
I
checked that one.
I thought you did.
Okay.
You try to open the door, and although Cade thought it was unlocked, he was wrong. As it pushes in a little bit, then gets stuck. It actually is locked. There's a weird lock.
All right. The bronze key won't work, right?
You can try. I didn't say that.
We try it.
But the bronze key in it does not appear to work.
Then picking it, I go.
Okay, roll that thievery check. You roll a 4 for 15. You do not pick the lock successfully. Try again.
Keep going.
21. Click. One cylinder down. Still not open. 7 for 18. I need a little bit of help. Everyone's looking around, Mike. Whoever's in there is definitely hearing this guy opening this door. Keep going. 5 for 16. You know, I'm starting to see this pattern, Rob. You and doors. Not a good combination. Well, if a 5 and a 6, if a 5 and a 7 ain't going to do it, a 6 ain't going to do it either.
Look at these rolls.
Hey, look at that. A 12 for 23. Click. Cylinder number 2. Got one more to go, though, buddy.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Oh, he breaks his lockpick.
I got plenty. Hold on.
As he rolls a natural one. Click. He's like, whoopsie.
How about
a 2. It's not much better. He almost breaks another one, but he's okay. He's all right.
What's happening? I don't understand.
Oh, there
20.
we go. No, you rolled. That's not a nat 20. You rolled a 9 for a 20.
A 9 plus 11 is 20. A dirty 20.
Not a dirty 20. Click. You open it. You're like, see? No problem. As like pieces of the lock fall out of the keyhole. Your lock fall out of the keyhole. Okay, do you try to open it now?
Now try and open it.
You know, it's not that I didn't think you'd be able to open it, because of course you will. But it's just funny. The door swings open to reveal a well-appointed lounge. Off to one side, a pair of padded chairs sits in front of a fireplace, lit with faintly glowing embers. 2 bookcases flank the fireplace along the curved wall. They're filled with tomes, scrolls, and assortment of odd and esoteric objects. Nearby, a staircase goes up to a second level, and a door stands partially open, leading to a kitchen.
Is it just me, or is this a little swanky for this area?
It's nice. I bet we'll probably find whoever's in charge this way, though.
All right, I'll walk into the room.
Wow, you really walked in. You boldly walk into the center of the room. It's quite nice in here. You feel out of place, Prue.
I do.
Nothing happens, though.
Another door, you say?
This one's already open, I think.
Is it?
Yeah, there's a door that's slightly ajar to the south, going into the kitchen.
Time for me and Kitty to get in here.
All right, I'll finish opening the door to the kitchen and look in.
You open the door.
Oh my gosh, it's adorable.
What?
Dirty pots and pans are piled high on the table in the center of this room, obscuring the view of the fireplace that sits beyond. Something in this kitchen is making a terrible racket. Sounds like a wooden spoon clattering against an iron pot. You see a tiny, fat creature with wings, a big nose, tiny eyes, huge cheeks, a little bitty mouth, a long tail, and a tuft of red hair, busily cooking against the fireplace, and it doesn't seem to see you yet. And it is busy working while Prue has opened the door, and it's just sort of like going about its business. What do you do?
I'm gonna just casually step to the side, and I'm gonna like do the finger thing where you point your 2 fingers at your eyes, and then back in the room so everybody can see there's something to look at.
Cade, go up there, Cade.
Let me check it.
Go on.
I'm going.
Cade's going up the staircase?
What?
You said go up there.
No, up to the door, silly.
Oh, the door.
The one that Prue just lied on? Jeez.
I look at it. I look at it.
It's like flopping around clumsily on its wings. And as Cade walks in, or doesn't walk in, Cade walks up to the door.
I stealthily walk up to the door, correct.
You stealthily walk up to the door, and then it sees you, and it goes, ah!
Hey, it's okay. Uh-oh.
It throws a pot of hot soup at you, and it misses by a mile.
Roll for combat!
Oh, well, Cade goes first, and this thing goes way last.
Are we committing murders on it?
Well, it just was panicked and saw you and threw a hot soup at you that it was like cooking. It missed by a mile. Now, you're in encounter mode, but you tell me what you want to do. If you don't want to fight it, you don't have to, but you're now in rounds.
I will slowly go up into the room, hands up, not holding a weapon. Hey, don't want any trouble. You're just the cook. We don't want any trouble. You were attacked by some orcs, so we're just poking around. We'll leave you alone. Are you okay? You're not going to yell or do anything rash?
Okay. You're done?
I think I'm done.
Prew's up. Prew can't see anything because
but I can hear Cade though. So I think my best is I'm gonna ready in action. I'm gonna ready to move in and start swanging if I hear Cade shouting.
Celeste is up.
Okay. Celeste is gonna move to the door and try and calm it down. Hey there, little guy. It's okay. We're not gonna harm you unless you make us. Like, we like. What are you? Can I try diplomacy?
Well, that's what I thought I tried. I didn't get the chance to roll.
Well, you don't get to roll. Okay, we'll find out if it works.
Okay.
Brixley's up.
Since everyone else is focusing on the creature in the kitchen, I'm going to keep an eye. I'm going to move to the bottom of the stairs here and draw my rapier and just kind of keep an eye on the stairs.
Okay. You do anything with the kitty?
I'm going to leave Kitty at the door in case anyone comes in behind us.
Okay, this thing looks at you and is freaking out and looks like it's just trying to do everything in its power to just get out of this room. So let's have some fun, shall we? It is going to try to tumble through Cade's space and fly past him.
I am unarmed. I put my weapon away and my hands are up, so I don't think. I guess I would not choose to hit it if it goes by.
Okay,
I will let it go.
It can fly. It can go fly above you.
Like, you don't have an attack of opportunity, but you could still block its path.
I guess.
Well, that's kind of. It is going to be up at the
Put
ceiling.
out the goalie
it goes
pad.
as high as possible, and it's really tiny. But I will say that Celeste is in its way, and Celeste can try to block it, and it's going to try to move past you.
She doesn't know what it's about yet, so yeah, she's going to be cautious and try to block it.
Okay. So it tries an acrobatics check against your reflex DC. What is your reflex DC?
Reflex DC is 17.
Okay, that's pretty good. Let's see. Tries. Rolls a 7. Because it only has a +5.
Critical failure.
Critical failure. It just ends, and there's nothing for a critical failure. And it's like, rah, 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 rah. It tries again, and it's not an attack, so it can just keep doing it. So
That's true.
it tries once again. Almost 16. But Celeste is like, whoa, calm down, kitty. Calm down, little creature. And it fails. So I'm going to put it next to you, Cade, but it's like on top of you. And it's trying to get out of here. It's not attacking you, it's just trying to get out. It doesn't say anything, and if it can talk, it doesn't seem to be paying attention, or you didn't seem to have any reaction from what you said to it. Cade, you're up. It's flying right above your head.
Hey, just calm down. Can I have some soup? And I go to where he was making some soup. Is there any left?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of food there. It was cooking a very nice meal.
I taste the soup.
Okay. It's really hot. But
That's fine. As long as it's, even if it's passable, I'll be like, oh, this is delicious. How did you make this, little guy? It's really good. It's really good. Like, can I make some sort of deception, persuasion, diplomacy?
ooh, Yeah, you try, and when you sip the soup, you're surprised how hot it is, and you're like, "Ooh, yeah, it's really good. It really is good." Like that.
Yeah.
Like didn't quite pull it off, but it actually is good because it ain't turnips. Prue's up.
Okay, I can kind of see that Celeste is blocking and trying to intercept it if it gets past. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my flail away and I'm gonna ready to snatch it if it gets past Celeste.
What is that?
I'm just gonna, like take my mitts and just like try to grab it out of the air if it gets past her.
That'll be a grab.
It's a renegade action to do a grapple check.
Grapple.
There we go.
Celeste goes.
I
See,
want to
what messed
capture
you
this
up is
thing.
that it's so damn cute. It's like so cute. How can you hurt it? It's so
You could shut the door.
Its name is Pergy too. Pergy, he's so cute.
Oh, that is a good point. Yeah, I think we should. Let's just lock it back in here. I don't think it can get out on its own. Celeste is gonna cast guidance on Prue because she's gonna grab it, and then that's one action, and then she's going to ready an action to close the door if Cade leaves. Come on, let's just lock it in here.
Fine.
Pricks is up.
I don't really have anything to do, so I'm just gonna hold off.
It's just flying around and sees what you did. It's actually in the square. And doesn't care. It's just trying to get right past Celeste again. That is an 18. I believe that's
Yeah. That does.
But Prue gets the triggered action.
So it flies through the square, and then Prue can try to grapple. It's an athletics check against the Fortitude DC. So give me your athletics check, Prue.
Hopefully it has a low fortitude.
Guess we'll find out.
Hey,
Damn. 24. You grab it.
let me just hold it close and go, shh, it's okay. It's okay.
So what happens when you grab it? And see, now it gets
It becomes flat-footed and immobilized, and
No,
it
but like
would
in
have
terms
to.
of... But it's still its turn, so it can try to escape immediately.
Yeah, I can try to escape immediately.
Yeah, I think so. It gains the grabbed condition until the end of your next turn, unless you move or it escapes. So it can try to escape.
So it can try its athletics against...
Prue's athletics DC.
Well, it could do athletics or acrobatics. You can do either one. So we'll just do
Sounds about right.
acrobatics to try to get out of it. It's like, rah! It's like all freaking out. Like, rah, rah, rah. So that's a 16.
Nope, my athletics DC is 19.
And try one more. Oh, that's an escape, so it's actually going to -5 to this, but doesn't care. Oh, that was a good roll, 14, but nope, it's stuck. You got it. It's all freaking out.
When I talk to it in Orcish.
Heads up.
I leave the room. I guess throw him back in there and then lock the door.
You done?
I mean, I'll be next to Celeste, I guess, and ready in action to close the door if Prue puts him back in there.
Well, you're going to find out because Prue's up, and Prue's got a little tiny screaming flying thing.
All right, I'm gonna tell him in Orcish. All right, little guy, I'm gonna put you back where you came from, and I'm gonna just gently just toss him in the room and give Cade the nod to shut the door.
Okay, you toss him in, you slam the door closed, the door opens out,
Yep.
so you could actually do that.
All right, great.
And then you hear like a little bit of banging in the door, but not very gentle because it's a tiny little thing and cute. And then you just hear like pots and pans and things kind of like going on in there, but it sounds like it might be trapped. You're not sure.
All right, we should put something in front of the door so it doesn't escape. Might have been trying to warn someone.
Now I've got soup all over my hands.
Prestidigitation.
The soup is pretty good, though.
Since it opens into our room, can we just put a chair up against the door?
Sure.
I'm just gonna move a chair against the door.
You drag over one of the puffy chairs, prop it up against the door, and it seems to be stuck in there. You don't hear much going on in there. It calmed down, you think.
Make sure we remember to let it out when we're done here.
Okay.
Hey, what, up the stairs?
I guess that was just the kitchen. Not super useful for town-ending plots. Although maybe it's where they cooked up their plans.
But
Ugh.
We could use the room if we have to sift through any evidence.
Well, there's still this staircase going up. Probably want to check that out, too.
Yeah, let's go up there.
Yeah, check it out.
This does seem like the living quarters for a VIP.
a personal chef and everything. All right, I guess I'll go upstairs.
Can I do a check to recall knowledge after the fact and figure out what that thing was?
Sure.
So Celeste isn't super smart, but she has half of the skills required for identifying things. She has occultism and religion.
I've got Arcana if we need it.
Yeah, you know what that was? That was a homunculus. A tiny little itty-bitty homunculus.
What do we know about homunculuses?
They know common, but they can't speak. There's one thing, they're pretty interesting. They're immune to bleed, death, disease, doomed, drained, fatigued, healing, necromancy, non-lethal, paralyzed, poisoned, sickened, and unconscious, because they're constructed. They sometimes have poison, which is kind of nasty, but the worst part of it all is that they can't speak, but they have a telepathic link to its creator of like a quarter of a mile and can tell whatever it sees or hears.
Oh, well, dang. Well, if it's linked to Villery, it's probably already told her everything she needs to know about us.
Yeah, we just announced ourselves.
That was a cute one.
Though it wouldn't have seen me and Kitty though, so she doesn't know our full numbers.
Yeah, you're not exactly sure. It obviously was not trying to attack you, it was just trying to get out. So you go up the spiral staircase and it goes into a small hall with another nice carpet and a set of double doors leading to the north.
Okay, I'll stack up on the door and wait for Cade's thing.
Yep.
Okay, you walk in and the curved wall of this fortress here is covered in paintings of an elven woman of a natural beauty with raven hair, fully green eyes, a mischievous smile dancing across her lips. That's like painted on the wall. There's a couple of these rooms that you're starting to see this is not uncommon.
Is this somebody?
It's a woman of some sort.
Is it a historical woman or just a painting of a woman?
Well, it's a woman, as I said, elvish, unnatural beauty, raven hair, fully green eyes, and a fun little smile on her lips. Who has what? Brixley, what do you have?
In terms of skill,
Lore.
I have heraldry lore. I don't know if that helps.
I have hunting and underworld lore.
I have warfare.
No. But
I have
Brixley...
heraldry and turnip lore.
Turnips.
Is she a turnip?
No. Brixley thinks she knows who she is because Brixley has been hanging out a lot and going through books when he was checking out like the history of the town and stuff. You think this was Villery's mother, the one who tried to save the town, who they keep calling a witch.
I think this might be Villery's mother. I'll tell everyone else.
Silwith.
Just based on descriptions in the town history and such. So I think this must be Villery. This is probably Villery's apartment.
So in front of you is a set of double doors. There's a nice little carpet in front of you. And this just seems to be like a little reception hall that leads to another room to the north. What do you do?
I'm gonna wait for the all clear.
I check any door that needs checking.
You check the door to the north. What is your perception?
9.
9. Yeah, you notice there's a trap on this door.
Door's trapped. Everybody back up.
I back up.
Yeah, I'm gonna look back down the stairs, or actually on the stairs, going up a little bit to kind of get out of the way.
I like how everyone's like, "There's a trap. Everybody leave."
Now I look at the trap and I see if I can disarm it.
Is this a guidance situation?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I think... How many actions does it take to disable it?
2.
So I can help you on one of them.
No, you can't, because you can't help. It has to be one
The
action.
whole action, right.
Mm-hmm.
What? No, it takes 2 rounds to disable it.
No, it's 2 actions. But
Okay,
what
well,
you do...
it lasts 1 round, so.
Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't know if it was 1 round or 1 action. I thought it was 1
Oh,
action.
then for both skill checks, it will be +1.
Okay.
Is that right?
Actually, I can't give it to you for another 30 minutes.
All right, forget it.
Well, let's say like 10 minutes have gone by since you've tried to do this. Oh, is that you trying to disable the trap already? That was quick. So
Yeah.
you look at the trap and you see compartments in the ceiling are rigged to drop freezing alchemical liquids into the entire room if the door was opened without the key. You believe that you could successfully open the door with that check without setting off the trap.
Okay, and does the bronze key work in here as well, or no?
One or the other. You that's not what you were doing. You were trying to
No.
disable the trap.
I will disable the trap regardless.
Okay.
I just want to know. I'm just curious if the bronze key fits. I would tend to doubt it since that giant ogre dude had it, and I don't think this is his room.
Okay, you disable the trap, you think successfully, and you try to put the bronze key in and it does not fit.
Okay, that's fine. I think I got the trap, guys, but don't get too close. There's stuff in the ceiling will drop, and it's all freezy alchemical. So I will unlock the door if it's locked.
Could I just reach up and just hold the bottles in place?
They're in the ceiling.
Well, it's 9 feet above you.
Oh, 9
And-
feet. I'm not that tall.
Yeah, and it's liquid, so you have no idea how that's supposed to work. He thinks he's got it. Basically, he thinks he's got the mechanism that will not trigger the trap. He unhooked it, so it should be okay.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm good, but just be careful.
However,
Stay back.
the door is still locked, though.
All right,
You just disabled the trap. You did not disable the lock.
I now will disable the lock.
14. Nope. But it doesn't break anything. And the good news is nothing happened. So you think the trap is successfully disabled. 16 ain't gonna cut it either. 19 ain't gonna
19?
cut it either. I really wish you rolled these when you're trying to disable the trap. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I know you were.
I never get to set off traps.
There you go. 30.
30. Critical success. You hear 2 clicks. The door's still not open. Now one more tumbler to go.
One more tumbler, okay.
There you go. Click. The door can be opened.
All right, it's unlocked.
All right, I'll push the door open.
Okay, you push open the door. The door is open to reveal a bedchamber with a large bed opposite the door, flanked by a desk and a dresser. The heady scent of lilac hangs heavy in the air, emanating from a cone of incense that is still smoking faintly.
I'm gonna step into the room.
There's another door to the southwest, currently closed, that leads to what you think is a small room.
Anything gonna kill us in there?
Only the smell from what it looks like.
Wait, we've been through a sewage cave, orc barracks, and you're saying this smell is gonna kill you?
I don't like it.
Let's look around. A check under the bed.
Okay. You walk in, and
I just said I'm going to stand guard on the landing since we know from the homunculus stuff that she could know we're here.
got it. Okay, this room is pretty big. There's a lot of stuff in here. What are you going to do?
Search it.
Search the room.
Check her closet.
Under the bed. In the bed.
Are you going to, jump around like a little boy?
Not yet.
Okay. You open up the dresser. It's filled with robes and work aprons. You open up the desk. It's filled with personal effects and correspondence. And a chest. There's a door to the southwest. Do you open that?
I don't open anything. I check if a trap's though.
I'm gonna have my weapon out.
It does not appear to be trapped. And it is open.
All right. I'll creak it open.
Congratulations. You found the bathroom.
Oh.
Alright, start searching.
Okay.
Cade, tell me if there's any daggers in the bathroom.
Fine.
Celeste looks through the dressers, and the clothes are of good make, but not appears to be particularly valuable. As she continues to look through the dresser drawers, she finds a couple of elixirs of some sort. There is a chest in the corner as well.
A chest, you say?
A chest, you say?
A chest, I say.
That could very well be trapped.
2 elixirs, you say?
Elixirs, I say. That is where the chest is, over there.
Go to the chest.
It does not
Aye.
appear to be trapped, and it does not appear to be locked.
Neither locked nor trapped. I open the
Nope.
chest.
Inside the chest, you find 3 sacks.
I inspect sack number 1.
Sack number 1 has gold, silver, and copper in it.
Cha-ching. Sack number 2.
Has more gold, silver, and copper, and below the sack, you noticed some more potions and some weird bags.
Weird bags?
I start handing the money bags out, and sack number 3.
Mm-hmm.
More jingly jing. Gold, silver, copper.
Hand them over, and then I check out the weird bags.
The weird bags. You'll need some alchemica list of some sort. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 alchemical bottles in here. 3 in the dresser. 2 odd-looking bags. Someone with alchemical background would be able to maybe figure these out.
Are those Tanglefoot bags?
Somebody with an alchemical background might be able to figure that out.
Okay.
If that's none of us, then we pocket them and we'll take them out of here one day.
Oh, they can
No,
be
it's
so
exactly
useful.
one person. It's Prue. Prue can do it.
Yeah, but it takes, 10 minutes each one to figure out what it is?
Well, you figure out one, you figure out all of them, right?
Are they all the same? Do they look like any of the ones that we currently have?
Are they labeled and tell us exactly what's in them?
None of them look like anything you've seen before. 1 looks different. 2 look the same. 4 look the same. Those 2 weird-looking bags look similar, and 2 more potion thingies look the same. So it looks like there's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things that need identifying. The good news is, while you're doing that, Cade's counting up the coin, and there is a whopping 53 gold pieces,
Ooh!
86 silver pieces, and 416 copper pieces in there.
We're rich.
If only there was somewhere to spend it all.
That's a lot of money.
We're going to buy this town. Right out from Uncle Torgy's nose. Welcome to Thistlerotburg. Thistleburg.
Well, we still have one area left.
All right.
There was also tons of correspondence. There's a lot here. So
Oh. I guess take some papers, because if they'll prove some... Can we go through them and see how much evil she wrote down?
yeah,
We
sure.
can definitely do that.
Yeah.
Right,
Okay.
sure.
It'll probably take you about 10 minutes to go through some of these entries to get a good understanding of what they're written about. You look through the correspondence and you find Halid's letters confirming the delivery of various shipments of alchemical reagents. Do you wish to continue reading them?
Yeah, it might give us a clue as to what she's trying to do, which might help us stop her.
Cool. You spend a little bit more time going through it. You find another piece of parchment that contains a timeline of dates and notable occurrences. Near the bottom, it shows the date that Bort's caravan arrived in town with the note, quote, tied up loose end, merchant, no longer quotes.
Alright, between the kill order and the confirmation order coming here, I think that pretty much proves that she ordered this hit on Bort.
However, underneath that, there's 2 entries. One's dated yesterday and reads, the last reaction is in place. The final entry does not have a date listed. That spot is blank. But it reads, quote, mother avenged, unquote.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's not ominous at all.
Oh no.
It's pretty great that it's on a to-do list, though.
I think that means that we're heading back to town as quick as we can.
I don't know.
Are there still stairs going up, or are those the stairs going back down?
Those are the stairs going back down.
Oh, okay, there's the stairs going back down. Sorry.
During that 10 minutes, Prue could try to figure out one of these potions. There's,
I'm
let's
kind
see.
of engrossed in going through the letters too, though.
It only needs one person, but it's up to you. Or two people, I'll say.
I mean,
I'm not a book smart kind of guy, but I mean, I'd be willing
do
to
we
help.
know what the thing is going to do? I don't think running back to town's going to help unless we know what the thing's going to do. So we might as well learn all we can. Maybe
And
pick
there
up a
was
clue?
still that, and there was also still that path to the north that we didn't really investigate.
Oh yeah, there's definitely more of this keep.
Yeah, if we're done up here, let's go back down and check out that room to the north.
I think you've already checked the door, right?
Yes.
Alright, I'll stack up on the door and get ready to open it.
Oh, you're going all the way back down there?
All the way back down.
Okay. You go all the way back down. I'm just saying, like, the lounge area that you were just in, there's tons of books and papers in that room, too.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we can't take them all now. We take the relevant pieces and the money. Maybe
At the very
one of
least,
those
we
bags.
should clear the rest of the keep first and make sure we're out of enemies.
Yeah, for sure.
But
I mean-
then once we're clear, maybe we do want to try to figure out what her plan is rather than just randomly running back to town.
Right.
Yeah, and if we can find her, we might be able to question her and find out. I don't know, villains like to spout out their evil plots when they're cornered.
Well, especially if it's revenge for our mother. So I feel
Especially if it's already in place, quote unquote, and she doesn't think there's any way to stop it.
Yeah, she's got the Ozymandias thing going. I already did it 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's. I'm just thinking, why is Jason saying that? Because you know he won in that, right?
All right, my analogies are a little bit flawed, or
It's
at least I certainly hope it's flawed.
It's like, oh, I hope it's like Osmond.
I didn't say I hope. I didn't say I hope. I just said it might be.
Congratulations. You came to stop me. It's too late, literally. Okay.
Well, if we're all ready, I'll open this door.
Yeah, I already checked it.
You open the door.
Dun dun dun.
More doors.
More doors, and it looks like a fountain.
Or we can't walk in, because one does not simply walk into more doors.
Yes, that's true.
Standing at one end of this long chamber is a marble statue of an elven woman holding a flask. She is dressed in a flowing gown, and liquid tears streak down her cheeks into a small pond surrounding the statue's base. Other than the faint burbling of water, this chamber is peaceful and still. You see a set of double doors to the north. You see a door to the east. And you see the beautiful fountain of water to the west with two columns in front of the fountain. And we'll stop right there.
All right.
Cool.
I wish we could have made friends with Pergy, but he's too weird and crazy and constructed.
Yeah. He got a happy little face, though.
He has a happy face, which I thought I was going to go in and be his best pal.
His face kind of looks like a blobfish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't talk, though. That's the problem.
Well, he would have gestured cutely at me, and it would have been great, like the little Yoda baby.
Yeah, but they're homunculuses, and they don't talk to anyone else except they're literally designed to serve their masters, and that's it. Like they're
Kay doesn't know that.
100% loyal.
He thought he was a cute boy.
He's pretty cute. In fact, he's too cute to survive in this harsh world.
He's too cute to have him non-interactive with the PCs.
The thing is, it's like I like to do the non-combat rules, and I feel like in the old game, no one did them because they were such a pain in the ass. But they're so much easier in this. It's a catch-22. I'm like, wow, there's so much easier to do in this game. Let's do them. How do you do them? I'm like, well, that's the other part that no one knows because I haven't played enough, so I have to look them all up. I know it's a check against some other check, but I do like that one because that one, it worked well with the wolf fight when you guys blocked it in and pushed Brixley out of the way, and it works well here because they managed to get out of the room. So still no hero points spent.
We're saving them for when we die,
Mm-hmm.
which is the only smart thing to do in this scenario where literally every encounter is deadly.
No, not every. You were doing pretty well against those birds.
I mean, bad rolls equal big problem.
True. So let's see. Those birds were worth 40 XP each. And let's see. You got past the level 0 homunculus. That was 15 XP. You got past the level 4 hazard, which is 12 XP. It's like hazards are worth like nothing. It's kind of weird how that works. They're worth really small amounts of XP.
That is kind of weird.
Yeah. Anyhow, but oof, boy, I wish that hit. Let's just see. Let's just see what would happen. I like to do that just for fun. It would have done a freezing alchemical slurry is dumped into the room, dealing 4d6 cold damage to everybody, with a DC 20 basic reflex save to get half. It's not too bad. 17 points of damage to every single person, including the cat.
Ow.
Actually, would have done extra damage because it's cold. So, would have done 22 points of damage.
Poor
to the
Kitty.
cat.
Kitty would not be happy.
No, Kitty would not have liked that. I'm just kidding. I just like this.
I mean, I could have done a big AoE heal, but it would have only healed 13.
There you go.
Oh, wait, 1
That
and
was like
7.
the what ifs.
7. Ugh.
Yeah, that was a bad roll. A 1 and a
That was
2.
bad roll.
Well, good thing it didn't happen. It's going slow in this area. I guess you guys are really taking your time. You guys are going really tiptoey.
I'm just saying, if I was playing the tank, we'd be done. We might be dead, but we'd be done.
Really?
I don't know. I get antsy. I'm just like, all right, standard operating procedure. Rogue checks the door, checks if it's locked. We move forward. Cool. What's in here? Nothing's gonna kill us. Next room. You know, I mean, you take it in. You
John
take...
Stats method minus checking the door for traps.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't bother. That's so... Checking the door, that's for suckers.
John is nothing's happened in 5 minutes. I need to open a door.
I feel that way a little bit. I mean, I want to go in and savor the room and ooh and ah, but like, all right, cool, let's move on.
We'll say you guys are blowing past a lot of things. That's all I'm going to say. Not going to say anything else. A lot in those rooms.
No, blown past it.
Oh, we were blowing past it.
I mean, I think we're probably very likely to go back and check the papers and stuff after.
Yeah, of course.
After we're safe.
There's still an orc with a bow and arrow in here
Sure.
somewhere, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
there's got to be at least one live orc left because they're
That's true. That's true.
unless it committed some sort of ritual suicide or something.
Yeah, it's somewhere. You guys also went backwards, and it's not that I guessed the order you're going to go, but I kind of guess, and I thought you were going to go north, so I was a little more prepared for that, and you're like, south. I'm like, oh, wait, whoa, had to look up the notes. I was like, wasn't prepared for that mentally.
Oh.
So, I mean, it's fine. It's just different, because obviously south is very touristy.
Well, there's a lot of good information, so that's good. I'm sure there's more stuff in that comfortable lounge and in the study that we're all hunkered in right now, but, like, is it worth stopping to do that when, I don't know, from a character perspective, like we said, there's at least a couple orcs that survived. Vilry may or may not be around here somewhere. Like, we're in real danger.
True. And you guys haven't even fought anything hard yet.
That's
those
cute.
Birds are pretty horrible.
No,
Those birds are pecking my eyes out with their air beaks.
That is nothing. Those are CR4. Those are CR3s. Those are CR3s.
We're level 3.
Oh,
That's not insignificant.
all I'm gonna say is when you see something, you're gonna know when to start using. You're gonna know when to start pulling out all those heals. It's a Jason Ballman adventure. That's all I'm gonna say.
You've been listening to Roll for Combat, a Pathfinder actual play podcast. If you have a question or comment for the show, please visit us at rollforcombat.com. You can also find us and play various role-playing games on our Discord channel at discord.rollforcombat.com. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and other social media platforms. You've been listening to Roll for Combat. Until next week, if you run out of range of your party healer, it's your own damn fault, and you deserve to die.